Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you an update on my Legacy of Pharesia character. As you can see from me wielding a bow, I am not Poison Kinetic Blast. I tried. I streamed League Start straight for 19 hours and I tried my damnedest to make it work, but it wasn't really possible, right? So I ended up just going ahead and rolling into a bow character, and for whatever reason, I decided on Tornado Shot because, Tornado Shot, right? Old tried and true. So let's go ahead and take a look at the character. We are currently level 89, and as you can see by the name, we were supposed to be Poison KB, right? But yeah, we're level 89, and our defenses look like this. We have a decent amount of overcap, actually, but that's primarily because of our tamings, right? We really need to start getting chaos res, but then we have spell suppression as well, and we have about 28k evasion when we have our flask up. If we go ahead and take a look at the gear, none of it is particularly good. My chest plate is probably my best item. Um, Obviously, you can see that I'm wearing two tamings, so you can tell that I've made a little bit of currency. I told you guys I was going to go hard on the league start, and oh boy, did I go hard. My next video will probably go over the strategy that I've been running. I'm going to go ahead and pseudo show a showcase. Pseudo show a showcase. I'm going to run a map in a minute while I stop having a stroke, but let's go ahead and take a look at the gear, right? So we have an Ellie bow, which is literally just 982 damage, right? It's 886 Ellie deeps, but that's pretty much it. We have gloves that are life, evasion, and a little bit of res. As you can tell, the gear is not impressive. The tamings are hands down the most expensive part of the build. The belt is life, res, wed. The boots are life, res, move speed. The quiver is flat damage with crit strike chance and attack damage. The amulet is life, wed, flat damage, and one resistance, right? You're seeing a trend here. The helmet is life, evasion, and res, and the chest plate. I bought this on day one for 80C. I hit it with one essence, and it turns into this. So I'm like, okay, that's my chest plate for probably the foreseeable while, right? And then obviously we have two tamings. Neither of them are perfect, sadly, because a perfect taming right now is going for 7 div, and I wasn't planning on paying 7 div. I mean, it is a decent it is a decent increase to my damage, right? But I figured we'd just go ahead and rock two tamings. This one I actually made. I ended up dropping 2 flames and spark, and I just bought the other two, and of course I literally rolled the lowest thing possible. We went over our gear. Our flask are just generic, right? Crit flask, and then duration and effect on our evasion flask. And our crit flask has the gain a charge when you deal a crit. So with our flask up, we have what? 43% crit. We don't have a huge crit multi. Sadly, our crit multi is relatively low. This is what our tree is currently looking like right now. Just fairly generic bow character. One more thing is we did go ahead and we bought an inspired learning, right? Well, we didn't buy an inspired learning. We bought the academic and we made an inspired learning because the only inspired learnings I was seeing on trade were like 5 div. I made and put this together for probably like 2.5, 3 div, so pretty much half the price, right? We are fully ascendant. So right now we have Oath of the Magi, Forest Tracking, Woodland Shrines, and Innate Blessing. Roots of the Grove is really good for a bunch of free extra damage. I'll go ahead and I'll show you on the POB here in a second, but this is actually a lot of free damage. It's probably potentially better than this, actually. The only downside is then Woodland Shrines would literally be a completely dead node. I may later on make a transition into a wand character using Illuminating Wisp and Roots of the Grove, not as a poison based wander, but just because of how much free damage this gives you. I didn't notice it gives you as much damage as it does. So let's go ahead and let us phase real quick. Not phase. Let us zone. And then we'll pull up the POB and then we'll run a little bit of the map. I'm not going to run the whole map because the maps that I'm running right now do take quite a while, right? So we went ahead and we zoned. If we import the character, it's looking something like, that's the wrong tornado shot. It's looking something like this for damage, right? Let's turn on our flask, even though they're not on all the times. Make sure we have our Trinity and make sure that the enemy is reflecting as they are shocked, they're ignited, and they're chilled. Super low though. And that's pretty much it, right? So if we go ahead and we take a look at our combined damage, we're about 650 700k. So not really the greatest. I mean, obviously if we turn on any of these shrines, our damage does spike. So these are all extremely conditional, so they're just going to stay off. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking like for the tree. I wish we had more damage. It's saying that we can't rock everything because I was using Herald of Thunder because my gear was missocketed, but now I have the correct sockets, so we can go ahead and do it. This is what we're looking like. I don't know how to fully calc tornado shot DPS anyways, so I'll just link the POB and someone, oh, this is Ellie Reflect, dude. That is not good. We're gonna have to try to do something cheeky here. Let's go ahead and respec a point. And we're gonna turn into Ellie Reflect Immune, right? That way we can at least run the map and show you a little bit. This is only a T3, I'm sorry, not a T3. This is only a T6 map, so it's not really that high of a tier of a map. But this is essentially what we're doing. As you can see, there's a mob right there. And what kind of mob is it? It's a Harby, right? So TLDR, the strategy is Harby farming, but because of idols being so strong, you're able to get just so much benefit. I mean, look at this map. I have 10 Harbies in this map, and they're all King Harbies. Like I said in my like I said a second ago, I'll go ahead and I'll make a video going over the strategy here later, but let's just go and run through the map, right? So reason why I only said I'm running a little bit of the map is because since there is 10 King Harbies, they do take a while. So we'll go ahead and we'll just kill this other King Harby real quick. And then we'll jump over to King's March, actually, because there's a couple of things that I actually want to show you there as well. We're going to leave the loot in this map after we kill the King Harby, unless he decides he wants to drop some fracturing shards for us. Obviously, we'll pick those up. No fracturing shards. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually jump over to King's March. So we've been going super hard on King's March as well. If we go ahead and pull this up for an overview, we have rank 4 farmers, we have rank 11 mining. It's funny that it says upgrade. Oh wait, no. Yeah, upgrade rank 11. Okay, so we have rank 11, rank 5, rank 5, rank 1, rank 9, and rank 7. Our town itself is rank 8. If you've watched my video on King's March, you know that I don't feel like there's a lot of a reason early on to increase it past rank 8. And I've been pretty much just following the strategy that I say in that video of managing it. And it's helped me max out my King's March. Well, not my King's March, but at least my mining super quick. The next thing we're going to boost is ROG because I want better recombinators because that's a big part of me crafting my own gears is I need those recombinators. And then at some point I'll buy this, the 100k, so I could reroll idols. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My day 1, day 2 recap. The character's coming along all right. It could be better, could be worse, obviously. We've made a lot of money with the currency strategy that I'm running, right? We have a fracturing orb and a half. We have the 2 tamings, and we have all the investment in my character. And then we have the inspired learning. So something like 15 to 20 div plus so far, so not that bad. I'm gonna get this character to where he can run T16 maps fairly easily, and then I'll probably grind out my headhunter, and then I'll start saving up the transition into that wanding character because I think the wanding character is going to go insanely hard, right? I think it's going to be really strong. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.